and up, up and down. All right, let's raise all the way up, toe touches, down and up, down and up. Let's go. Down and up, down and up. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. All right, rotate the hips all the way around now. Very good. And other direction. Excellent. And we're gonna do some hip openers right here. To the right, right, and then left, step, step. Left, step, step. Right, step, step. Left, step, step. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Very good. All right, rotating the ankles now. Clockwise. Keep that core tight. Excellent. And other direction, anti-clockwise. Very good. And other direction, clockwise, left leg. And other direction, anti-clockwise. And march in place for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. All right, let's jump right into the workout. All right, so we're gonna start with a right side lunge. So we're gonna step out to the right, sink into our hips right here, and back up. All the way over and up, that's it. Keeping your chest up, keeping your knees behind your toes, that's it. All the way down and up, that's it. Down and up, sink into those glutes, down and up, that's it. Down and up. 4 more seconds. 3, give me 1 more. 2 and 1. All right, we're gonna go into standing mountain climbers. Low impact first, so you're just raising your knees up, opposite hand to opposite knee. And if you can, you're gonna join me for runs. Right here. All the way up. That's it, that's it. Climb that mountain. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. So step into the left. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Sink into those glutes. That's it. Few more seconds here. Up. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, you're gonna grab your dumbbells here, getting them all the way up. And we're walking laterally, right and left, staying low in our squat. Ready and go. This is an incredible functional training exercise. Come up here, squeeze, down. Very good. Squeeze, down. Squeeze, down. Excellent. Squeeze, down. Stay low. Squeeze, down. Excellent. All right, weights down, and the chair is up next. All right, so you're gonna be sitting on a chair. Gonna extend your arms out. We're stepping on our left leg here, all right? And go, up and down, that's it. Up and down, good, nice and strong. Keep your core tight, arms out. Up and down, up and down. Last one, up and down. Switch. Up and down, straight into it. Up and down, let's go. Up and down, almost there. Up and down. 4, 3, let's squeeze out one more. 2 and 1. Chair to the side. Let's get the dumbbells in front of us. We're gonna go into 4 toe tap drills, 4 jacks, okay? Remember, you can step side to side right here with your jacks if you can't do high impact. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Putting the dumbbells aside. We're going laterally again. Can you sense a theme here? And we're gonna go into bear crawls. So you're gonna go up on your toes, flat back, palms firmly on the floor. And we're gonna walk right and walk left. Ready? Let's go. Just like this, right here. And left. Very good. And let's go. Again. Again. Other side. Very good. All right, now we're going to be lying on our tummies right here. So toes are up in the air. Arms are right here by your ears. We're going to raise up, reach out, squeeze, and lower. Up, out, squeeze, and lower. Up, out, squeeze, lower. Up, out, squeeze, lower. Let's go. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Up, out, squeeze. Last one. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our downward dog. So you're gonna start off on all fours. Make sure that your knees are slightly behind the hips. Your hands should be shoulder width apart, and you're gonna spread your fingers out wide. You're gonna press your hands into the mat and gently tuck your toes under and take a deep inhale, and then pressing into the mat, deeply exhale. Okay, lift your knees off the floor, straighten your legs as much as you can. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, that's it. Exhale. Hold it here and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. That's it. All right, so that was your first set. Take a sip of water if you need it. Recover. And we're gonna go into our second circuit. All right, remember this is strength and mobility here and conditioning. All right, so a little different from what most of our workouts are like, but a very important part of our program. So stick with it, all right? And we're gonna start with our lateral lunge right, okay? Ready? And let's go. Down and up. That's good. Down and up. This is round 2 now. You know the moves. That's it. Down and up. Excellent, guys. Down and up. Keep it going. We're getting strong with each rep. Down and up. Let's go. Down and up. Okay, we're moving into standing mountain climbers right away. Ready and go. Push it, push it. That's it. Knees all the way up, arms all the way up. You're climbing a mountain here, guys. We want to get to the top. Let's go. All the way up, all the way up. Stretch and reach. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna take lateral lunges left. Ready and go. Down, raise up. Down, raise up. Good job, guys. Down, raise up. Sink into those hips. Remember to keep your knees behind your toes. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your dumbbells. I'm gonna go into our lateral walks. Ready, straight into it, and go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Down. Don't forget that squeeze at the end. Squeeze. Down. Up. Last one. Down. And up. All right, weights down. We're gonna go into our chair. All right, so sit up nice and tall. Right and left arm out. Supporting leg is your left. Reaching out with your right. Ready and go. 1. Good. 2. Excellent. Use your core. Use your strength. This is seemingly a lot easier than it actually is. But you got this. All right, let's switch straight into it. Nice. Down. Balance. Very good. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's go. Last one. Up and down. Okay, so all right, we're gonna go into bear crawls now. Okay, so again on all fours, we're gonna be up on our tippy toes, palms planted into the mat, and let's go. That's it. Keep going. Remember, flat back. Breathe. All right. Now we're gonna go into back crunches. Get ready. All right. On your toes. Get the palms right by the ears. And ready, go. Up and squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Really visualize your shoulder blades right here. Coming strongly into each other right here. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. All right, now we're gonna be going into our downward dog. Get ready, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, and up. Just hold it here. This is your time, just take some deep breaths here. Hold it. Hold it. Press back. All right. You can just pull back into child's pose right here. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale it out. And we're gonna go into our third round. Get ready. If you need it, grab a sip of water. Take a couple deep breaths to recover. And then we'll take round 3, last round. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Gonna start with lateral lunges. Ready, up and go. We got this. Down and up. Excellent. Down and up. I want to see the strength and power, guys. Give me all the energy here. You made it all the way here with us this morning. You got this. Excellent. Good job, guys. Remember to send in your pictures of yourself working out or your videos. We want to know that you're joining us. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Standing mountain climber. Straight into it, guys. That's it, that's it, that's it. Let's go, let's go. Push it, push it, push it. You got this. Dig deep, guys. That's it. Give me all the strength, the power. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, left side, and go. And up, and up, and up. Sink into those hips, and up, and up. Excellent. And up, and up, and up. Last one. All right, grab those weights. And we're going into our lateral squat walks. Ready, nice and deep into that squat. Down and up, down and up, down and up. Squeeze, down and up, down and up. Last one. Let's squeeze out one more. That's it. All right. Weights down. Let's bring that chair out. All right, guys. We can get through this one, okay? Ready? And go. 20 seconds each side. Up and down. Up and down. Let's go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Switch. Ready and go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. up and down, up and down. Last one, up and down. All right, chair is back. I'm gonna bring the dumbbells out, toe taps with jacks. Ready? In 4, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. If you are doing low impact, right here. Okay. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're gonna go into our lateral bear crawl. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, straight into it, go. And other side. Notice you don't need much space for this workout or any of our workouts. You can work out anywhere at home. Keep going. I know it's burning right here. Stay with me. Woo. Almost at the end. Excellent job, guys. All right. Gonna go into our mats right here. Get ready. Almost there. And go. Up, out, squeeze. 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 Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Let's breathe it out in downward dog. Ready, you got this. And up. Let me hear those breaths in through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. All right, pull down to child's pose right here. That's it. Hold it. Pull away from your shoulder blades right here and get that nice stretch. All right, we're just going to tuck the right hand under the left right here and pull and reach. Ooh. Breathe it out. And we're gonna take the other side, same thing. Pull back into child's pose. Scoop under. All right, let's twist the torso right here. And other side. And let's stretch the arms right over. Very good. Let's take it up and over, same arm. And reach, lean. Ah, excellent. Other side. Up and over. All right, let's jump up slowly. Roll up. Let your neck be the last thing to get up. Let's stretch the quads right here. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And other side. Inhale. exhale it out. Let's roll the neck around. And other side. Let's take 2 deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale it out. Inhale it in. Exhale it out. Give yourselves a clap. That's it for strength, mobility, and conditioning. You did so well today, but I want you to stay with us. We'll be right back after the break with our wellness pillar of the day.
Fan Central Pitside, brought to you by Edgechem, AIM Financial Corporation, Texaco, and Connex.
Steve knows style.
That jacket wheels you into temptations. You are my alter ego.
And Steve gives in to his own temptation. Family Feud.
Brought to you by
We are the caring store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
Welcome back to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. We just finished that awesome strength and mobility workout, and now it's time for our wellness tip of the day. Today's tip comes from our Eat Well pillar. So when we think about foods we should eat, we usually think about our 3 macronutrients, which are protein, fats, and carbohydrates. But today I want to shed light on a very important micronutrient and the role that it plays in helping us manage our cravings, mood, energy levels, and support our workouts. So when our bodies are in need of a specific nutrient, we often crave foods that are a good source of it. One such micronutrient that is especially associated with cravings, especially sugar cravings, is magnesium. Magnesium is an extremely important mineral needed for hundreds of biochemical reactions in the body, and it plays a key role in energy entering our cells. It helps maintain normal nerve and muscle function, it helps us support a healthy immune system, and it keeps our heart nice and strong. When we have a magnesium deficiency in the body struggles to bring energy into the cells, which leaves us feeling fatigued and craving sugar. I want you to intentionally eat foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, beans, dark leafy veggies, and bananas to make sure to get your recommended daily intake of 400 milligrams. And it gets better, especially for you chocolate lovers. Dark chocolate is a very rich source of magnesium, which may explain your strong chocolate urges. Not only is it high in magnesium, but is also full of antioxidants and rich in calcium, zinc, iron, and potassium. I want you to add unsweetened cacao powder to your smoothies and explore the various different ways that we can enjoy 100% unsweetened dark chocolate. If you can't find 100%, you can enjoy up to 70% unsweetened dark chocolate and higher. Both cacao powder and unsweetened dark chocolate are naturally sugar-free, and it won't spike your blood glucose or feed your cravings. You should also add sea moss to your smoothies every day. Sea moss is rich in many major minerals like magnesium and iron that promotes healthy bodily function. Looking forward to hearing how these small lifestyle shifts start to impact your health, and we also can't wait to see you again for another workout. And until then, I am Camila McDonald, and thank you for tuning into Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club.
to create stunning AI images.
Sunrisers, happy Tuesday to you, and to you, hello there. Hey, Randy Andy, how you doing?
Hello there, Tickle Me, Elmo. Are you great? That's my favorite one. You know, that's my favorite Dennisism.
Well, you know what's one of my favorites?
Which?
Yendike.
Yeah! Look at you. How you been, Teeks?
You know, I've been great, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with you. I'm happy to be here with you, and I think it's going to be a great day.
It's always a good day to have a great day.
I love that.
It?
I love that.
I actually say that to my daughter every morning when she heads off to school. Every single time. I'm like, it's a good day to have a great day.
And you can choose to.
Yeah. I mean,
sometimes harder than other times.
Of course.
So choose to have a good day. I mean, there's sometimes that you have some things on your head that you said,
hey,
I'm going to get through this today.
Life be lifing.
Life is lifing, you know.
Adulting is adulting.
Did you know, I thought adulting was all about being able to do what you want. You get to drive your own car. You get to do all these things and like hang out with your friends with nobody to tell you, come back here, say the time, go and study a book.
Yeah.
Adulting is a little more technical than that, I realize.
I find that we need to have a conversation with the previous generations. I feel like there needs to be more of an honest discussion about the bills, about the responsibilities, about the hamster wheel that you live on.
I agree.
Right.
And some strategies to really maneuver life as opposed to maneuvering school.
I have one. It's the 4-day work week. I genuinely feel like we need to
You think that's going to change our lives?
TK, I honestly think we can be as productive with a 4-day work week with a better work-life balance. And I think it actually increases productivity.
All right. Well,
genuinely. It's just whether it's Friday or, whether it's Friday or Monday.
Whichever one. Just as long as you prefer Friday?
Yeah, Thursday should be the beginning of the weekend.
So let me ask you a question. You have an extra day every single week. What are you doing with it?
The things that you just said you wish you could do. What is wrong with you? You just said.
And knowing Jamaican people, let me tell you how to stay, right?
They're going to find something to do.
You're going to have a 4-day work week. It's going to be, yours. You're not going to spend the whole day working.
And cleaning and cooking.
Planning,
yes, that's
all
so
the things. So I don't know if it's going to make a difference.
We have an extra day for go beach and then something there and river and breathe out a little. Or how about just do nothing? Nothingness is important too.
I agree.
Spread a blanket, sit down, look at the clouds, watch your children run up and down and read a book and play.
I agree with that, but that's just not a part of our culture. A part productivity and busyness.
But it's a conditioning.
I agree. But how do you get that out?
I don't know, TK, but we gonna fix it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Shall we?
Everyone, 4-day work week. Nobody goes to work on Friday.
We're on a not this week.
No, not this week.
Stop and talk about the logistics.
We'll plan it little further.
For sure.
Go work.
But for now, the motivational quote today is, look at this. It's perfectly fitting. There are 3 C's in life: choice, chance, and change. You must make a choice to take a chance or your life will never change. The choice we're taking today is to take a chance on a 4-day work week.
And that was a great Zig Ziglar. He's so great. My thing is, saying to take a chance, boy, it's so easy, so much easier said than done sometimes.
Yeah.
Because a chance means that you have to step out.
Yeah.
You have to do something you've probably never done. You have to think in a way you've never thought. You have to put yourself in a risky position that you've never done before. And yes, that brings change. But sometimes, if we're being real, sometimes it's not always good change.
It may not always be good.
But you will never know.
And generally, people are risk averse.
Yeah.
Than more so than not.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's a part of education. Because we've been educated to follow the rules and fall in line.
And be careful.
And
be careful.
Yes.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Don't be too out there.
Yeah.
But then life doesn't go out there. If you don't go out there, Lord, it's stressful. Sometimes it's stressful to think about.
But we can be the change that we want to see. We can.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Here what we're going to do in honor of today. you are going to take a risk today, even if it's small, even if it's a little one.
It should be small.
Even if it's a little one. Please don't do anything, just no, quit with a job or leave on a spouse, nothing like that, you know. But we're going to do something that we have never done today.
But we've always wanted to do.
We've always wanted to.
Yeah.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
Now, talk about today is World Stroke Day. Every second is crucial when a person has a stroke, and minutes can save lives. World Stroke Day is meant to raise awareness about the serious nature of this disease for people all over the world. Statistics have shown that 1 in 6 deaths due to cardiovascular issues are related to stroke, and stroke is a leading cause of serious long-term disability. So I know we're going to talk more about that, but wow, that is good to know.
This is also a very critically important conversation to our population.
Especially ours in Jamaica.
Especially our population.
Yeah.
So that segment is one that you should definitely stick around for. That is going to be very informative and very relevant.
And can be life-changing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So guess what? You guys know about this guy that they call Mr. Beast? Have you heard about him? He was here. He was here doing some houses and stuff. Yeah. So Forbes has ranked him as the top creator in the world. Get this, following his $85 million earnings. Yeah, I didn't stutter there. I said what I said. The popular YouTube content creator, Mr. Beast, has been ranked the #1 influencer on the planet according to Forbes' recently released top 50 creators list after pulling a staggering $85 million last year.
That's mind-blowing.
Not in his lifetime,
That's mind-blowing.
You know. Last year.
Can we please, I had to put this into perspective when I saw it, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
$85 million. Work with me, people, if you have your phone out, okay? It's approximately 7.8 million US, if I'm not mistaken. If I did that right?
So the number again?
So it's 85 million US.
Yes.
Divide that by 12. So monthly, he would bring home about what?
7 million US.
About 7 million US. Multiply that by 156, which is our current exchange rate.
Oh, sure. Hope you're sitting.
Ready?
$1.105 billion dollars per month.
That's crazy. That's $1 billion per month.
Per month, you know?
What you do with that?
Well, make we talk about it.
What you do with that?
When donkey really said we're on a level.
What you do with that?
No, but really, what do you do with that?
It's 1.1 billion. If I blow it this month, I get another billion next month. Like sometimes, but you know what I like about that? Let me tell you. This is how I try to spin it in my head, right? That means it's possible. This gentleman, who is a YouTube creator, and I mean, that's something that didn't exist so many years ago, right?
Correct. When we were in college, that wasn't a thing.
Didn't exist.
Yes.
And now, not only does it exist, but there's someone who can make 1 billion Jamaican dollars per month.
Creating content,
which he probably enjoys, which I know is terribly hard work, by the way. And go on, skin up on the face at content creation, you know. It's very difficult, and clearly it works. But that means it's possible. I would have, if you told me yesterday, you can be making $1 billion. There's somebody making $1 billion a month. I would be like, absolutely not. He makes more than small nations.
TK said, if you told me yesterday. I thought you were going to say 10 years ago.
Yesterday, that there's people making $1 billion a month. I'd be like, stop it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, really. Please stop it.
It's crazy.
Little bad mind.
But, you know, to be fair, let's just remind people, he also helped build houses in Jamaica as well as other places around the world. He does a lot of philanthropic work. And him still can't do any money. And we understand why now.
It literally, it comes back to that thing in that scripture in the Bible that says, to whom much is given, much is required, right? Yeah. And it feels as though he's living that out in real life, because he is doing significantly well, but he's also giving back in a major way. So it sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah, and you know who else is doing well? Who else should be happy this week? Romain Virgo. Romain Virgo is the gentleman has made the list for Grammy consideration. So 2007 Digital Rising Star winner, singer, songwriter, and Johnny Walker brand ambassador Romain Virgo. His album The Gentleman has made the list for Grammy consideration, a prestigious recognition, adding to his successful Gentleman tour. And the birth of his first son in October. He's having a good year.
He's having a really
good year. Mr. Romain Virgo. It's a good year, sir, and we love to see it.
And we're very happy for you.
We're really happy for you, and we really hope the Grammys come and the celebrations come and all the achievements come, because you work hard, sir, and it's nice. It's nice to see.
That takes me back to when Romain was here in studio with his band. What a fantastic performance that morning.
Man, and such a nice person.
Oh yeah,
genuinely
always
nice person.
Lovely.
I always, this is because I not say this is like they should round the celebrity them, she know them and them thing them. I really know them, So you see, when I meet them for the first time, one of my things is, how them stay, because I like when you're successful, and I applaud it, but you have a special place in my heart when you're super successful and a great person.
Yeah.
And Romain is a great person.
For sure. Congratulations. Exciting stuff. So happy birthday. Shout out to Alicia Taylor. She is a singer, songwriter, vocal coach, wife, mother, and pastor. And she has a deep love for the Lord. Happy birthday, Alicia.
Happy birthday. And we have another happy birthday too. Is it the Desha Mudahay from Auntie Barbie, our very own Auntie Barbie here at CVM. Also, Grandma says happy birthday, Grandpa, Uncle Mikey, Sister Dacia, her mom and dad, everyone in the family. Happy birthday, baby girl.
Happy birthday.
Nice and sweetie, man. Look at her.
So lovely. I love birthdays.
I love it.
I love birthdays.
And if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. What season is this? We're in Scorpio season?
We are in Scorpio season.
Happy birthday to you, dear Scorpio.
Happy birthday! Oh, you know who else has a birthday? Tracy Ellis Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's also born today. She's an American actress, and she's known for her lead roles in the television series Girlfriends, as TK just sang for you.
That's my show.
And Blackish, receiving nominations for 5 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for the latter.
And since you're on actresses and the, American actresses, Gabrielle Monique Union Wade. So Gabrielle Union is an American actress and author. She's celebrating her birthday today. Of course, married to Dwayne Wade and has been in several movies. Really, really great actor.
This one I feel like is a cultural.
Yes. Phenomenal.
Look here,
for certain age groups. For certain age groups.
Bring it on is
Bring it on.
It's already being brung or being brought in. Love to bring it on.
So happy birthday to you, ladies, and happy birthday again to everybody celebrating. And listen, for those people who you get depressed on your birthday, stop it.
Oh, celebrate.
Those people say, you kind of reminisce and you're like, oh, I'm not where I want to be, or I'm not who I want to be, or I don't have what I want to have, and by this age I should have. Oh, no, cut it out.
No, we give thanks for life and we celebrate. It's your new year. So make the plans for your new year. We give thanks for what was and what will come.
Amen. Yes. Amen. And on that note, it's time for
the mixtape.
I rush root and me mesh marina. I red, green and gold me in. Well, I when me tip in at the senior. In a me diamond socks and me wallaby clocks. And I rush root and me mesh marina. I tell you send me in ya where you go. Well, I tell you now, I dem a pray and dem a penny me. I yes I listen up say I just sending me. I wicked heart me send enough of them want friend me. No love for money. Don't show me no dollar sign. I'm yours forever, girlfriend. I'll take your love in exchange of mine. 'Cause I am love, 'cause you are my heartbeat. Loving is so sweet. I say, let you lead the way, go every day. I pray, send the leaders the lost them way, 'cause enough of them gone. I say, let you lead the way, go every day. I pray, I said that you them the lost them way. I long time I talk, it's like them never listen. I tell them stop shipping the shine and glisten. Well every day
You! Come and pick up your order.
Oh, okay.
irresistible taste of a KFC big deal, some people will do anything. Your love lives on with life insurance from Sagicor. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15.
Attention motorists, it's time to switch to the T-Tag on Highway 2000 East West. The T-Tag system reduces the amount of cash handled at our toll plazas and makes it safer for our staff and motorists at the toll booths. The T-Tag makes it quicker, more cost-efficient and safer for our customers. So switch to the T-Tag today and experience the convenience. The discount on T-Tag packages has been extended. Get yours for only $1,500, including a $500 toll credit from now until October 31st.
These days, challenges are everywhere and things are constantly changing, but independent living remains the same. Rising above physical challenges, we can help you do it. For years, we have been Jamaica's trusted provider for solutions to improve patient care, safety, and general quality of life. No matter your age or your physical limitation, we are the caring store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
Marcia Griffiths culminates her diamond anniversary in reggae music, 60 years and counting. Sunday, November 3 at Hope Gardens with Marcia Griffiths and friends. A massive musical showcase featuring Jamaica's greatest artists on one stage. Marcia herself, Shaggy, Busy Signal, Tassan Chinna, Lane, Tanya Stevens, Nadine Sutherland, Cutty Ranks, Rash Shiloh, Brick and Lace, Tony Gregory, and more. Courtesy of Appleton Estate, KFC, Water, Coca-Cola, HIC, Kendall, and Ranch Entertainment. Tickets available at marciagriffiths.com and cabtix.com. Marcia Griffiths and Friends, an iconic reggae moment you can't miss.
Hi everyone, my name is Kurt Dunn.
Greetings from Kelly's Kelly Yoga.
Hey, it's Robin Morrison, and I am your National Physical Activity Specialist. And it's time to make a move.
Jamaica, let's get moving again. Season 2 of the Ministry of Health and Wellness Jamaica Move series is here. Join us Wednesdays at 5 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. right here on CVM TV. Let's get moving. Make a move now.
Shots there of the sun rising over Kingston City, and it is 6:18 in the morning. If you're just joining us, you're just in time for our Tuesday headlines with TK.
Hey. Hello again. We're going to jump right in. Let's jump right into the headlines and see what's been happening. So Portmore to be center for high technology and innovation for Jamaica and the Caribbean. So Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced plans to develop Portmore St. Catherine into the Silicon Valley of Jamaica and a key technology hub for the Caribbean. Speaking during a political meeting at the Hart Academy in Portmore recently, Andrew Holness outlined that the initiative aims to enhance regional innovation and create jobs in digital industries while pursuing parish status for Portmore. Holness highlighted the area's young workforce and its existing BPO sector as assets for building a modern technological ecosystem. His recent trip to India facilitated partnerships with the Indian Institute of Technology to support training in high-tech skills. The initiative will focus on expanding beyond traditional BPO roles to include high-skill positions in programming and software development. So that's interesting.
You know what we don't lack in Jamaica?
Tell me.
Is talent. We don't lack talent.
Preach.
Yeah. And what we also don't lack in Jamaica is a set of young people who are ambitious.
Yes.
And who are also... So what's interesting is the current generation that will be heading into the workforce don't know their world without internet. They don't know a world without tech. And so we have to move with the times as the entire world is doing, right? So I like the conversation. I think a lot of other conversations have to happen as we discuss a Silicon Valley, like the education system and how that will be tailored to meet the needs of a more tech-savvy future. And I think also conversations happen about bringing tech into the country and accessing tech in a lower taxed type of way to encourage access. These conversations have to happen as we have that conversation. It has to be a simultaneous conversation.
What I agree 100%, and what I like about where this is going is that there's conversation, as you say, and plans for higher skilled workers.
Right.
So it's not a situation where, here are these first world nations, but they need cheap labor.
Right.
We're going to go to Jamaica, pay the people nothing, treat them like nothing,
right,
and get these millions of dollars into our companies outside of the country.
Correct.
And so the fact that it's a higher skilled workforce, and hopefully there is some talks about the treatment of the people when they are working in the Silicon Valley that is to come.
Yeah. I definitely feel like we need to also look at how education marries the future plans as well. Like, it can't just be when you leave high school, then you jump into a particular thing. Like, I know there's a lot of conversation around STEM and STEAM programs and integrating those into the current curriculum in high schools. But what does it truly look like to have these type of conversations about what the plans are for Portmore?
Yeah. So interesting times, interesting plans. We'll see if the plans are executed. And I look forward to a time when there's just tons and tons of opportunities that were not available before.
Correct. You know what is interesting though, and I feel like I've said this so many times in the last few weeks, it is so critical how we relate to other nations.
Yes.
And
the trip that this came out of, or helped, out of a trip out of India.
Correct. So when you see travels happening and when you see these meetings happening, these are the types of things that we would like to see coming out of these travels and these meetings. Because how does it benefit the citizens of our nation? How does it advance our nation? And again, there are certain natural resources that we have and certain skill sets that we have and others that we don't. So when you think of India, you think of tech.
Yes,
they are
absolutely
the leaders in tech. So it would make sense that we could have a mutually beneficial arrangement there.
Yeah, that's a great thing to highlight. Great thing to highlight. All right, so next up, Crown Prince of Norway to visit Jamaica on climate change and poverty mission. So His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway will visit Jamaica from November 18 to 2024 as a global goodwill ambassador for the UNDP. His visit aims to observe Jamaica's efforts, supported by Norway and UNDP, to enhance its ocean economy and strengthen resilience in vulnerable communities. He'll meet with local authorities, youth and community representatives to address issues related to oceans, climate change and poverty. Key activities include visiting the coastal community of Rocky Point to learn about the Blue Resilience Program and visiting Mount Airy to see rehabilitated water collection systems. He'll also engage with youth leaders at the University of the West Indies on nature-based solutions and climate action. Interesting.
Very interesting. I know that
this is not the reverse, but this is one of the things that the travels and sharing of information looks like. So it's not always for us to go and see in their space, but it's also good, I guess, when people come and bring the knowledge and bring the information to us.
Yeah. However, you can say it. However. I think we're all thinking it. So say it.
I wish that sometimes some of the nations, let me not say these nations, because I really don't know the history well enough about Norway and how it works, but sometimes I wish some of these nations, just run us some money. You know why? Because I think that some of these nations were so instrumental in the poverty that we now experience that I find it fascinating that they come and say, here's how you handle the poverty that we and our ancestors brought upon your land. I think that's an interesting. I wish that they would have programs that elevated us versus coming and telling us how to
do an analysis of the cost, do an analysis of what the pulling from the natural resources, what the slave trade how it would have burdened the nation, and perhaps send that money back.
Yeah, man. Run
but no, I think we all thought it, because it's, as you say, it's an interesting conversation when particular nations come and say, we can help with poverty, but let's talk about how the poverty was even created. Let's start there. So it becomes a little uncomfortable. Now we know that the persons who are trying to aid are not directly involved.
Correct.
Right? We're talking about history here, but it would be remiss of us not to be quite aware of the history.
And the conversations that are being had, I feel like, can sometimes be with the wrong people. So maybe you have conversations on how have we benefited billions and billions of dollars over the years from, you know, exploitation, and how can we know, not at one time and put a burden on our economy and our people, but how can we know pay back some of that using the resources that we now have and the income that we're now generating because of these things? How can we send that back to some of these nations? But you know, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. We welcome you, Crown Prince.
But again, it begs the question: do you penalize the person who is now trying to perhaps right the wrongs of, you know, of a not so pretty history, right? Do you look at that person and say, we don't want nothing, or do we say, you know what you're doing is right, because you know that we would have been in a much stronger position had certain invasions not happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's an interesting, the span of what they're looking at is very interesting, especially when it comes to the ocean economy.
Yeah.
That's very interesting for me, and I think it should be interesting to everyone who is fisher folk or who eat fish or who consume anything related to the ocean, which is all of us. And I think that in particular is where I'm interested to hear what has to be said.
Yeah. So we look forward to what comes out of it, and of course, we'll bring some updates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last up, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark to end his term at midnight tonight. So Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark announced he'll resign as Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Northwestern at midnight today or tonight, concluding his term as Finance Minister. He made the announcement during a Jamaica Labour Party rally, thanking Prime Minister Andrew Holness for his appointment. Clark is set to join the International Monetary Fund as a Deputy Managing Director on October 31. Prime Minister Holness praised Clark's technical competence in managing Jamaica's economic affairs and noted that Dwayne Smith, a local councillor, has been selected to replace him as the JLP representative for the constituency. He also praised Dr. Clark, who has served as MP and Cabinet Minister since March 2018, highlighting his critical skills in managing economic change and his technical competence. Holness expressed that it's a distinct honor for the Jamaica Labour Party to have Clark sought after for an international role. So we bid our finance minister adieu as of midnight. And
I think there's a collective thank you.
Yeah.
I think there is a collective thank you. When we think about the fact that we moved through the COVID pandemic, he's moved us to a particular position of reducing significant debts. He's moved us to a position of, you know, having better budget management, where we've recently been able to purchase our own buses without tapping into, you know, a loan of some sort. I feel like he may be the minister that across, regardless of being partisan or non-partisan or bipartisan or any party of any party or color, people will say, him know what him doing, you know, and I think most people can appreciate his appointment and say, boy, this is good for Jamaicans. To know that you can work really hard at something and you can be picked up and selected and noticed by these international organizations for your hard work and your contribution.
Yeah.
And obviously your effectiveness, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, so we've said it before, we'll say it again. All the best to Dr. Clark in his new appointment, on his new journey, you know, taking on his new challenges. We wish you all the best. Represent us well as you have been doing so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's it for the headlines.
Oh, I really want to know who is going to be in place.
Well, we wait and see.
When will we know?
We wait and see.
Hopefully we know by tomorrow morning, because at the stroke of midnight, we don't know. All right, that's all we have for you in our headlines this morning. Coming up next, TK and I will be brushing up on our Japanese, which we are quite fluent in. We're not. We just aren't. Please stick and stay. We can do numbers.
I don't know anything.
Oreo and Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited editions while they last.
Marcia Griffiths culminates her diamond anniversary in reggae music. 60 years and counting. Sunday, November 3 at Hope Gardens with Marcia Griffiths and friends. A massive musical showcase featuring Jamaica's greatest artists all on one stage. Courtesy of Appleton Estate, KFC, Water, Coca-Cola, HIC, Kendall, and Ranch Entertainment. Tickets available at marciagriffiths.com and caribtix.com. Marcia Griffiths and friends. An iconic reggae moment you can't miss.
Steve knows style.
That jacket. When was you in the Temptations? You are my alter ego.
And Steve gives in to his own temptation. Family Feud.
Brought to you by
We are the Caring Store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
Fan Central Pitside, brought to you by Edgechem, AIM Financial Corporation, Texaco, and Connex.
Sunrisers, it's time for another Fluency Flex session with our Japanese tutor, Marcus Bird. All right, ready? Sunrise de isho nigaku bimashu. Which means, for those of you plebs among us who don't know Japanese fluently like me, I just said, come and learn with us on Sunrise. So let's dive into this week's lesson, which is greetings and numbers. So over to you, tutor.
Okay, well, actually today we're gonna do what is it? But I love the vibration.
Okay, let's do it.
Start out like
Start out strong from the gut.
I feel it.
She said wrong and strong.
Yeah,
what we're doing.
Wait, first of all, can you give us the sunrise something that I just said like properly? Do you remember what I said?
Yeah, he said sunrise de isho ni kakubimashou.
Basically what I said.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look at that. Basically.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You say it like a Japanese.
Say it like that.
And you sound very good.
Thank you.
All right. I love this segment. All right, so last week, we're going to do a continuation of last week.
Okay.
And I know you've been following, so don't worry, you'll be safe, TK. So I'm just going to do a quick recap of des and deska.
Yes.
Des means it is.
Mm-hmm.
And in Japanese, it's very easy. Because all you have to do is say whatever, and then put des. So if you want to say like, I'm Yendi.
Yendi des.
And I'm TK.
TK des.
Cool.
TK it is.
So that's very simple. And it's the same thing with deska. Deska, we add ka just to make it become a question. So if you want to say TK, like, is it TK? How do you think you'd say that?
TK deska.
Yeah, simple. So what we had done last week is we'd add doko on it to say, where is it? Right? But today we're going to talk about what is it?
Okay.
Because this is also very useful. So if you're in a situation where you're eating or hanging out with somebody, you'd probably want to ask them, well, what is this or what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in Japanese, what is nani?
Nani.
Nani.
So when you're watching certain animations or movies, you might hear somebody say, nani?
Nani?
Nani? Yeah,
Nani?
like, it's actually one of the things people learned earlier.
Nani?
Yeah. Is it nani?
Nani?
But when nani is put beside deska, which means it is, it becomes nandeska.
Nandeska.
Nandeska. And nandeska is literally like, what is it or what's going on?
Okay. Nandeska.
Yeah.
Nandeska.
Nandeska.
Yeah, so actually, it has that, you see what you just did right there? That's the actual natural, you people say, nandeska? Like, what's going on?
Nandeska.
So it could mean what is it or what's going on? Which presents us with a small problem, because if I show you a table of objects, 5 objects, and I point at it, I can't just say nandeska, because I don't know if you're pointing at one or all of them.
Yes.
So we need to be able to specify, because if I just say nandeska, people might be like,
which one?
What's happening, right?
Yeah.
So the way we do this is to identify the subject. And here's how we say, as for this.
Korwa.
Korewa.
Korewa.
Korewa. Almost like kore, but
Korewa.
korewa, which is as for this. For example, as for this, it's a marker. As for this, it's a hat. So think about it in that context.
Korewa hat.
Korewa. Yeah, you could say hat or boshi. Boshi is hat.
Boshi.
Yeah, korewa boshi. All right, awesome. So we know that korewa means as for this, and nandeska is what is it. So how would you say, as for this, what is it?
Korewa nandesuka.
Yeah, so korewa nandeska.
Korewa nandeska.
Yeah, korewa nandeska.
Korewa
So you can hold a marker, you can hold a paper.
Korewa nandeska.
Exactly. You can look at something.
I'm fluent.
Extremely fluent. All right, goodbye everybody. See you next week.
Good segment.
All right. So now we know how to ask it, but I'm gonna bring it back to des.
Okay.
Because remember, des is.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
So if I want to say it is a table, Yende, how do you think you'd say that? Just it is a table.
Table desk.
Yeah, table desk. And
Right.
TK, if I want to say it is a marker, it sounds the same in Japanese.
Marker desk.
Yeah. So if I want to say as for this, it is a table.
Korewa table desk.
Exactly. So now I've shown you how to answer the question, which is kore wa nan desu ka? And you can say it is a table.
Korewa, no, yes, table desk.
Yes.
So?
So there are 2 ways to answer. You can actually just say table, which in Japanese is understood, or you can say as for this, it is a table. So sometimes you're going to want to be more specific. So I'm going to show you a couple words here now of common things in Japanese that actually sound similar to things in English.
Okay.
So for example, terebi is TV.
Terebi.
Aircon is AC.
It's like aircon.
Yeah, aircon.
Yeah, aircon.
Camera.
Camera.
Takushi.
Takushi. For taxi.
Can you say that one more time? That sounds so cool.
Takushi for taxi.
Takushi and
Game.
Game. Yeah, it's actually.
Yes, the U is silent in
No,
Japanese.
the way it's written, it's actually kind of stretched out. It's like game. But it's a game.
Game.
So what we're gonna do real quick is just some question and answer.
I feel stressed out.
You feel,
I got it.
feeling good?
I feel a little stressed,
Awesome.
but you know.
Yeah, man. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna ask and do like a quick role play, right? I want UTK to say, as for this, what is it to Yendi? And then Yendi, you can pick an item and say, as for this, it is so and so. You can pick any one you want.
Okay.
Yendi-san.
Yes, TK-san.
Korewa nandesu ka?
Nandeska what?
No, yeah, that's correct.
Yes,
and you
as
say,
for this, what is it? And you're going to tell me whichever
as for
one.
this,
Korewa aircon.
This.
Awesome.
Hey.
Perfect. All right, I want you to switch it around.
Wait, what may I ask her?
You got it, the patwa now.
Wait, what?
Back to Japanese.
Different language.
All right, we're gonna say, as for this, what is it? And then TK, you're gonna say, as for this, and you're gonna pick one of these.
Oh, so, これは何ですか?
Yendi, これはカメラです.
All right, awesome. So now you've learned how people are gonna ask for things. So when you're like at a restaurant and you're eating with some Japanese people, they might bring out a meal and you might say, well, これは何ですか? And they say, これはsushi desu or sashimi desu. And in those situations now, again, if you don't know a lot of Japanese, they'll still greatly appreciate just that gesture of language.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So shall we go for sushi lunch and try this out?
We should.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Everyone, sushi on CVM. Yes?
Whoa.
Yes.
Or we could do karaoke on Friday.
Because word on the street is.
Word on the street
there is an awesome event happening.
Yes,
where you can language up yourself with song. Marcus, is that right?
Yeah, we're having a Banzai karaoke night. And it's at 17 Holborn Road.
17
I was inspired by Miss Kitty. She said, you going to have a language night or something? I said, yeah, let's try and do something. So it's this Friday, November 1st.
Nice.
And you can come, you can sing karaoke. We're going to have like a karaoke kind of lip sync challenge.
So, Marcos, karaoke in Japanese?
If you want.
Oh, but I have a question. Is it true that karaoke is a Japanese for bad singing?
No. I wish. Karaoke actually comes from the machine. So kara means empty and oke is short for orchestra.
Oh.
So what happened is that the story goes that there was an orchestra supposed to perform somewhere, they couldn't perform, and then they used a machine. And it's karaoke, which is literally empty orchestra.
Karaoke.
So for those who didn't know, karaoke originated in Japan.
So we will karaoke on Friday.
Just kidding. Very good.
Thank you so much, Marcus. I feel fluent. I tell you that. I feel like I could go to Japan today.
Yeah.
I'll just walk around saying, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
You would literally be like every toddler on the planet. Literally. Every 2-year-old.
They would love you over there. They'd love you. Trust me. They'd love you.
What is this?
Thanks so much again for this.
How do you ask that?
Deska.
Kore na desu ka?
Hey, recap. Thanks so much, Marco.
Awesome.
Well done, as always. That's all the time we have today. Influency Flex. Thank you so much, Marcos, as always. I'm going to be like you when I grow up, Marcos. I promise. I'm going to speak 1,000 languages.
All right.
Okay. After the break, it's time to shed light on World Stroke Day in Morning Checkup. Please stay tuned. Sunrise continues after this.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Get value for your money. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Kurt Dunn.
Greetings from Khadine Kelly Yoga.
Hey, it's Travin Morrison, and I am your National Physical Activity Specialist. And it's time to make a move.
Jamaica, let's get moving again. Season 2 of the Ministry of Health and Wellness Jamaica Move series is here. Join us Wednesdays at 5 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. right here on CVM TV. Let's get moving.
Make a move now.
Oreo and Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited editions while they last.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me. And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
Steve knows style.
That jacket! When was you in the Temptations? You are my alter ego.
And Steve gives in to his own temptation.
brought to you by...
We are the caring store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
What is a stroke? Huh? It is a new style of haircut. No. Through a complex system of arteries, our brain gets a continuous supply of oxygen and nutrients with the help of blood. The cells of our brain alone use more than 20% of oxygen in our blood. Hence, if the blood doesn't reach the brain cells, they can begin to die, thus giving us a stroke. The most common stroke is ischemic stroke. Ischemic strokes occur when the arteries supplying blood to the brain get blocked. Like the roads get blocked in a traffic jam, right? Indeed. Due to bad lifestyle choices and stress, fats and cholesterol gradually start building up in the arteries and thus narrow them. If this buildup ruptures, a clot may form blocking the complete artery. As a result, the brain cells begin to die due to lack of oxygen and nutrients, thus giving us an ischemic stroke.
All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, the Jamaica Stroke Alliance, in association with the Association of Consultant Physicians of Jamaica, will be celebrating World Stroke Day, which is officially today. They'll be hosting a virtual symposium this Sunday, November 10, under the theme Team Jamaica Stronger Than Stroke. The aim is to bring awareness to the public on NCD. So here to tell us more are JSA board member Jonathan Burke and medical chairman of the Jamaica Stroke Alliance, Dr. Kimikawa Morgan Channel. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, Dr. Kimi, as well. Thanks so much for you both, for joining us. Jonathan, let me come straight to you. Let's talk a bit about the Stroke Alliance. What is the Jamaica Stroke Alliance, and why is this even a thing?
Well, we found out I am a stroke survivor, and I was contacted by Hilary Webby, who also suffered a stroke, and she realized that because strokes are so prevalent in our society, at the time in 2018, we found data that said that Jamaica suffered maybe 10,000 people suffered strokes a year.
Oh, wow.
A third of them died.
Yeah.
The other third couldn't recover sufficiently to go back to work, and the rest were functionally able to go back to work. So it's a huge issue that we believe people really didn't know much about.
Right.
And what Hilary was saying was that for her to get back to a functional level took so much effort, so much time, and she was going from one place to the other. And she said, how did the average person, she was lucky, she was able to get all the help she needed.
Right, right.
And it's still a challenge, no matter how much help you get. So she got a group together, Dr. Kimi and other board members. And what we're trying to do is raise the awareness. And I think Dr. Kimi will speak about why this symposium is so important, because we need the protocols so that no matter who has a stroke, no matter where they are and which health center they go to or which hospital, the treatment they get is the same. We have like an SOP for stroke. Because when people have a heart attack and you go to a hospital, you know exactly what protocols to do, what should be done at which time, etc. But with stroke, some people, I know one cousin of mine had a stroke, and he went to a hospital, I won't say which, and they said, can you swallow? And he said yes. So they sent him back home, and he died.
Oh my word.
Not that he died because he could swallow or couldn't swallow, but if they had done other tests, perhaps, you know, the result would be different.
Let me ask you, Dr. Kimi, like how we have you on, you know, Jonathan mentioned how prevalent this is and how many people suffer. Why is it, do you think, that Jamaicans especially, there's such a high incidence of stroke locally?
Right. So from the Jamaica Health Study, 57%, more than half of Jamaica has high blood pressure. And are they taking their medications is another study to be done. But anecdotally, we're seeing far too many people coming to the hospital with uncontrolled blood pressure, not taking their meds, not having meds. And so controlling the risk factors of stroke is a key part of breaking the stroke cycle that we're in here in Jamaica.
Dr. Kimmy, I'm staying with you. There's an acronym now about Be Fast, the things that we need to look out for or how we respond. Walk us through what the Be Fast stands for.
Right. So we want people to understand there are therapies available for stroke. And way to get it is to understand when a stroke happened.
Right.
How do I spot a stroke? Be fast. B for balance. If you have a sudden loss of balance, dizziness, then you need to go to the hospital. If E is for eye, if you have loss of vision in the eyes or one eye, straight to the hospital. If you have facial weakness, then you may have a side of when you look at the person, you say smile, they have a crooked smile. That is a sign that they may have a stroke, and then they go straight to the hospital. And then A, arms. There is a sudden loss of power, or there's weakness in one arm or one leg. The arm, and it just means the limbs. Something's wrong with my limbs. I can't walk. I can't do things with my hands. That may be a sign that I have a stroke and I need to go straight to hospital. And then S, slurred speech. I have some speech difficulty. You ask the person, the sky is blue. Repeat after me. The sky is blue. They can't get the words out. Nothing comes out at all. Then that is a sign that they may have a stroke and they have to go to hospital. And T, time. We lose 1.9 brain cells, 1.9 million brain cells every minute after stroke. So stroke means time is brain. We are losing brain, and therefore we can't stay at home and sleep it off. Can't say somebody obey me. Can't say just go straight to hospital so you can start your stroke therapy.
May I just ask, because this is from personal experience here. I remember being an 11-year-old home alone with my mother who was having a stroke. And while I hear you about getting to the hospital, my question is there anything anyone can do in the immediate moment? Like you know how we hear if you're having a heart attack or symptoms of a heart attack, pop an aspirin. Is there anything we can do at home in the interest of trying to...
While waiting for the taxi, for example, to get to the hospital. Right.
Right. So we don't want people giving any medications by mouth.
Okay.
Because as Johnson mentioned before, we have to assess swallowing, because if you can't swallow, you can choke and die.
Okay.
And so it's important. We give nothing by mouth. We do nothing but get in whatever transportation possible.
Got you.
Straight to the hospital for immediate medical attention.
Got you.
A part of the stroke here is imaging of the brain, because if you have a bleed in the brain, your stroke is what we call a hemorrhagic stroke, a bleed in the brain. You shouldn't give aspirin, because aspirin is a blood thinner. It will make them bleed more.
Right, right.
So, Jonathan, this symposium then sounds like it is going to give some vital information for a population that needs it based on the prevalence of stroke. Tell us, first of all, where is it? Give us the event details. Where is it? What time is it?
Dr. Kimmy is best to answer
Dr. Kimmy is the best person to ask on that. Okay, so Dr. Kimmy, where is it? When is it? What can we expect at this symposium?
Right. We at Jamaica Stroke Alliance are keen on getting our health professionals stroke ready. And that means we want easy accessibility across the island, and nothing like the internet and virtual space allows that. So we'll have our virtual symposium. You can go to the JamaicaStrokeAlliance.org to register and sign up. And when you do that, The program is going to be a full day from stroke experts, not only internationally, but local stroke experts along the stroke care pathway. Not only will we have neurologists and physiotherapists, but we'll have our integral nursing team part of the whole academic panel that will be presenting on that day. So it's a really important part of stroke awareness for health professionals. And it would be beneficial for even if you're not a health professional, come see what therapies we have available to treat stroke and what we're doing for stroke in Jamaica.
And does it come at a cost, Dr. Kimmy?
Yes, the cost is there on the flyer. You go straight to the website, you will see even more information.
Awesome.
Jonathan, I just have to ask you, last word, as someone who's had this experience, as someone who sees the work happening, what's your final word on how we approach persons who have had strokes and how we approach our lifestyle in trying to prevent strokes?
Okay. Reading up a bit before I came on, I was reminded that one of the biggest causes for stroke is diabetes.
Yeah.
And lots of people in Jamaica have diabetes and or pretend that they can fix it on their own, etc. So, but once you have a stroke, I was lucky to go to Cuba for rehab, and I spent 6 weeks there, which got me back walking again and gave me the confidence. And one of the things the psychiatrist told me at the time was, beware, you're going to get depressed because a part of you has died, so you're going to go through a grieving process. And I didn't understand it at the time, but I did get depressed. And I think what we take for granted as survivors is the carers and the toll it takes for the carers, because even though they will say to us, oh, you're not a burden, we become a burden. And sometimes I remember I had a nurse and she had to bathe me. And this is the first time I'm getting in a bath. Usually I'd have a shower, but at this time I wanted to have a bath with Epsom salts or something, because you have lots of cramp after a stroke. And I was convinced she was going to drop me. And I remember losing my temper and telling her, leave me alone. And she was such a great nurse. But because I lost it, I hurt her. And I don't think she ever forgave me for that outburst.
Shame.
But that's how fragile it is, the relationships you build and you have to maintain. And it's a bit of a challenge. But it's a journey. And they say nothing is accidental.
Right.
And people like my kids would ask me, Papi, why did this happen to you? And I said to them that God loves me because you learn so much. And you learn about your friends and those who you thought were your friends and those who you didn't know you were important to, yet they would come and look for you. And it's an amazing journey. And I suppose if I was to be asked, would I have it again? I would go through it again because you learn so much.
Wow.
And it gives you a chance to press the reset button on your life and re-choose your priorities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's, although I wouldn't want it for anybody, because being helpless is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
But you know, you're not being helpless. You're helping a ton of people by being a part of this organization and sharing information that can help and benefit others. So we thank you for that. I appreciate
well, thanks for having us.
Our very special guests were Jonathan Burke, JSA board member, and Dr. Kimmy Morgan Channel, medical chairman of the Jamaica Stroke Alliance. We'll now go for a short break, and TK will be here on the flip side for your morning news. Stay with us.
Want to start investing in real estate with as little as $25,000? Then the JMMB Optimum Capital Real Estate Fund may fit your future best with tax-free advantages and returns above inflation. Visit jm.jmmb.com to get started today. Conditions apply.
Hi, my
My name is Tony Gray, and I am an engineering intern at JPS. I have recently completed my studies at the University of Technology Jamaica.
That was me back in 2022. Today, I'm a full-time employee at JPS working as a grid planning engineer. I focus on new trends to help prepare for the electric grid of the future that you will benefit from. And the teams here really support me as a young professional. Thank you, JPS, for a chance to shine.
JPS, powering the youth, powering what matters.
Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited editions while they last.
The Time by Hyundai or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. We begin on the political scene, in which political landscape, with the opposition People's National Party surging ahead of the governing Jamaica Labour Party by a notable margin. A recent Don Anderson poll indicates that if a general election were to be held imminently, approximately 39.2% of respondents would cast their votes for the PNP, compared to only 29.3% for the JLP. And it was a busy weekend of political activity. The San Myrna Foundation is once again in the spotlight, this time being acknowledged for the work done locally in healthcare. The organization was highlighted, paving the way for improvements in the health system, in particular where rendering assistance for severe burn victims was concerned. Adrian Williams takes us to the gala.
The American Friends of Jamaica, AFJ, a not-for-profit organization, has acknowledged 4 awardees at its recent Hummingbird Gala. Among them, for philanthropic efforts, are brothers Robert and Mark White of the San Myrna Foundation. Director for the AFJ, Pamela Bridgewater, sees the work of San Myrna as groundbreaking in positively impacting Jamaica, along with improvements in the local healthcare system.
Robert and the San Myrna Foundation and Mark have been doing for burn victims especially, we find that so noteworthy. And I think it's also noteworthy that the government is now trying to find a worthy hospital for burn victims right in Jamaica. And we can attribute that all to the work of San Myrna, Robert, and Mark White.
Bridgewater, a former United States ambassador to Jamaica, also sits on the San Myrna board and believes the White brothers have worked hard towards doing good in society.
San Myrna Foundation have given a lot of scholarships to individuals. We also help a lot of people with medical equipment and also with their medical bills. And we also do a lot in starting up young entrepreneurs with their own business. And it's something that we continue to do until we expand it and help the burn victims.
Secretary for the foundation, Mark White, highlights their willingness to go above and beyond to help others.
We always go out of the scope to even help the burn victims beyond what we can even afford sometimes. We actually look, sponsors for them as well, and to even send them back to further their treatment.
The AFJ was established to assist Jamaican charities in the areas of education, healthcare, human and economic development. Adrian Williams for CVM News.
And in sports now, both games featured in the Ray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League Monday night doubleheader ended in a 1-1 stalemate. Waterhouse moved into the second spot in the standings after sharing the points with Chapelton, who were down to 9 players after a brawl. Racing United, sitting near the bottom end of the table, also had to split points with 10-man Vere United. Vere occupy 7th in the table. 6 matches are slated for the second round of the Manning Cup today, Tuesday. Defending champions Mona High face Campion College at 2 p.m. in Group 1. Both teams are on 3 points after winning their first game. Also in Group 1, St. George's College look to bounce back from their shock 3-0 loss to Campion. They host St. Jago at 3 p.m. In Group 2, Eltham and Jonathan Grant are in a must-win encounter following defeats in their opening game. That match is set for GC Foster College at 3 p.m. Leaders Tivoli Gardens and Excelsior go at it in a top-of-the-table affair. Meanwhile, at 2 p.m., Group 3 leaders Kingston College play away to Woolmer's Boys, who have 1 point from their opening game. Last year's beaten finalist Hydel must win against St. Andrew Technical to stand a chance of advancing to the quarterfinals. Both teams battle at the Anthony Spalding's Sports Complex at 3. Also at 3 p.m., Calabar play St. Catherine High. St. Catherine lead Group 4 with 3 points, while Calabar are second with 1 point. Jamaica College hosts Charlie Smith in the other game. There's also action in the Da Costa Cup round of 16 on Tuesday with a showdown between Group 1 leaders Kemps Hill and Garvey Maceo, who sit second. That game is scheduled for a 3 p.m. start at Foga Road High. Stets and Alphonsus Davis play in the other Group 1 game at 3 p.m. at Stets. It will be a top-of-the-table clash when high-riding Glenmuir High host leaders Ocho Rios High at 3 p.m. in Group 3. Dint Hill and Happy Grove battle for their first point in the group's other match. That's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
The Isuzu MUX. Take the lead. Visit our showroom at 19 to 21 Carlton Crescent, Kingston 10 today. Or call us at 876-929-9190. Isuzu Jamaica, with you for the long run.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7:15 a.m.
Marcia Griffiths culminates her diamond anniversary in reggae music, 60 years and counting. Sunday, November 3 at Hope Gardens with Marcia Griffiths and friends. A massive musical showcase featuring Jamaica's greatest artists on one stage. Marcia herself, Shaggy, Busy Signal, Tassan Chin, Elaine, Tanya Stevens, Nadine Sutherland, Cuddy Ranks, Rash Shiloh, Brick and Lace, Tony Gregory, and more. Courtesy of Appleton Estate, KFC, Water, Coca-Cola, HIC, Kendall, and Ranch Entertainment. Tickets available at marciagriffiths.com and cabtix.com. Marcia Griffiths and Friends, an iconic reggae moment you can't miss.
You know my heart goes crazy when you take the list of time. Let's explore our love. We'll leave the world behind. Can you feel this beat?
Schoolboy Football, September 7 to December 14 on CVM TV.
Schoolboy Football, brought to you by HChem, AIM Financial Services, Texaco, and Connix.
No more fear of missing out. CVM TV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVM TV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVM TV News to see it happen.
Steve knows style.
That jacket! When was you in the Temptations? You are my alter ego.
And Steve gives in to his own temptation. Family Feud.
Brought to you by
We are the Caring Store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
a move now, make a move now.
Hi everyone, my name is Kurt Dunn.
Greetings from Cali's Kelly Yoga.
Hey, it's Robin Morrison, and I am your National Physical Activity Specialist. And it's time to make a move.
Jamaica, let's get moving again. Season 2 of the Ministry of Health and Wellness Jamaica Move series is here. Join us Wednesdays at 5 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. right here on CVM TV. Let's get moving.
Make a move now.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
September 7 to December 14 on CVM TV.
Schoolboy Football, brought to you by HChem, AIM Financial Services, Texaco, and Connix.
Long time, girl, me never see you. Come let me hold your hand. It is a long time, girl, me never see you. Come let me hold your hand.
Jamaica is a socio-cultural association of Igbo residents here on the island. But just how much do we know about the rich culture that exists within this subgroup? So in this segment of Out of Many, we're joined by Great Ikwezwe, that was him on the drums just now. Also, we have the President Kelechi Ogbono and Vice President Dr. Chukwemeka Victor Chiana. And Sister Eukaria Chukwural is in the kitchen, and they'll be telling us more about this close-knit community and how they've continued to celebrate and share their rich heritage. Good morning. Welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning, my dear.
Or how do I say it in Igbo? How do I say welcome, morning?
Ebiala.
Ebiala. Ebiala. Ebiala. First things first, how long have you even been in Jamaica?
Personally, I've been here for 6 good years.
6 good years. It's the good for me. I love that. And yourself, Doc?
For me, I've been here for the past 15 years.
15 years?
Yes.
At this point, we just have to give you a Jamaican name. You know this?
No problem.
I love when you say no problem. You know, when we think about our cultures are more alike than they are different. Let's talk about the significance in the cultural ties between, say, Jamaica and Nigeria and the Igbo community.
Yeah, like I told the immigration people the other day,
yes,
that there is a lot of similarities,
yes,
in terms of culture and a lot of things in Jamaica and the Igbo people.
Yeah.
in Nigeria. Igbo people are a major tribe in Nigeria. We are from the southeast of Nigeria. Let's look at the language.
All right.
What you people use here as unu is also the same unu in Igbo language, which means you all.
Yeah, so unu love Jamaica.
Good.
You understand that perfectly.
So it's the same.
Yes, yes.
The same meaning of unu here in Jamaica is the same thing in Igbo. So that's that. When you come to food,
yes,
the same yam here is the same yam.
Yes.
The same plantain, the same
plantain.
banana, the same corn or maize or whatever, the same cocoa yam and all the rest. So a lot of things in common.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk a bit, Doc, about how the sense of community has been fostered for you here in Jamaica, obviously with your other community members, because obviously you're not losing your sense of community being here in Jamaica. There are so many of you. How do you maintain that sense of community?
Thank you, Yandi, for that question. The reality is this, that for us, the Igbo community, Ndibo, we are community-oriented. And as a result of that, we ensure to, form a social-cultural association that bring every one of us together. And this social-cultural association, within the context of Jamaica, we meet every second Sunday in each month, just to ensure that every single one of the Igbo in Jamaica who lives here, we are carrying each other along.
You mentioned how long you've been here.
Yes.
I'm looking at Great there, and as he's playing the drums, he would have been here for almost all his life, if not all his life.
Yes.
How do you continue to preserve the culture while he's being raised in the Jamaican culture, but not losing who he is as an Igbo member?
How we do that is what we have come today.
Yes.
To tell our brethren, the Jamaicans and every other person watching us.
Yeah.
For example, our New Yam Festival, which is coming up this Saturday, the second day of November, is a very rich culture back home. So we'll do it here for our children here to know that this type of a thing do happen at home. So they have to know about it.
Yeah.
During our meetings, we also speak Igbo language to them, for them to know where they are from.
That's right.
So they cannot lose their thing because they are in what we call Obodo Igbo. They are in abroad, or they are in a foreign land. We have to make sure we teach them what they're supposed to know.
Yeah. You mentioned the New Yam Festival happening on Saturday. What can people expect at the festival other than the good yam? Come and know you're going to have yam. We must have yam. What else can we expect?
Let me leave that to the organizing committee chairman, who is also my vice, Dr. Chiana, to answer that question.
Thank you, Engineer Bona, our able president. For this coming event, the Saturday at the Nigeria High Commission, outside the yam. In fact, let me just say this to you, Yanni. For the Jamaicans, they only know roasted yam and boiled yam. No, for us, there are so many things that we bring out of yam. Fry yam, porridge yam. I know you want to say, what is porridge yam?
I don't know yam porridge at all. Okay, what else?
Porridge yam, and then pounded yam. And pounded yam always goes with a goosey soup or bitter leaf. So like I said, all of those varieties of food coming out of yam is what we'll be presenting to you.
You know what? Because we want to really get that sense and that taste of what you're presenting, we're going to head on over to the kitchen, because I know we have a little taste in there. What's happening over there, TK?
Oh, what a divine place to be, the kitchen. I'm so sad I got stuck with the assignment of the kitchen. Let's do it. So you carry, I'm here with you, Carrie. We have some traditional food here, yes? So we hear mention of yam porridge and yam, this and that. So talk to me, what do we have here and how does it work?
Yendi says she have never heard of yam porridge. This is yam porridge.
Ooh.
Yes. It's made with yam. We have kalalo in there.
Oh, would I need this?
Okay.
Is that better? Mm-hmm.
Yes, yam, kalalo. We have, what colored it is palm oil. We call it palm oil. So we get it also here in Jamaica. We're very glad that we can access it here. So there's also crayfish inside and other seasoning. There's pepper and all that. So this is our yam porridge. Yeah, right here.
I mean, you know, just so that the viewers, unfortunately, they can't taste it. So I will have to do it for them. Okay. And just to let them understand, you see, what it is that this is like. So this is yam porridge, and this is a pretty traditional meal that people would have pretty often in Nigeria, yes? Or is it for like special occasions?
No,
or this is just often.
It's often, just like you have your porridge in the morning. We also cook the yam porridge, and then even in the afternoon, in the night, as much as you can, every time.
I love that, and we're going to try that. What do we have here?
All right, this is egusi soup, and this is pounded yam. So this is a pounded yam, and we eat it with the egusi soup. And in the egusi soup, we have different types of meat. We have beef, we have cow foot, we have fish, we have cow skin. And egusi is melon seed. It's made out of melon seed. So we grind it and then use it. And there's also spinach as a vegetable.
Let me tell you something. I don't care. Smell it, you know, but it smells so good in here. So you carry on. Is it that we are going to, you know, people who come to the event on Saturday, are we going to be able to try things, sample things, taste things, learn how to cook things? How exactly?
No, you're going to see the pounded yam. You're going to see egusi soup. You're going to see porridge yam. There's bitter leaf soup, different varieties of soup to go with the pounded yam.
I love it.
Because this is made out of yam. So you don't just eat it alone, you eat it with the soup. This is what we call soup. This is egusi soup, we have okra soup, we have bitter leaf soup, different varieties of soup. When you come on Saturday, you're going to see a lot, and you just eat as you want.
What's happening? What's happening over there, Yendi? What's happening over there, Yendi? How may I help you? How may I help you?
I feel like I need to try the soup or the porridge or something.
I'm going to try everything. But before we go, so it's all are welcome. It's not that it's just for anybody from Nigeria. We are welcome. We are encouraged to attend. What time? You can answer this. What time is a good time? It's 2 p.m. and it runs until
Until maybe 6, 7.
Okay, excellent. And you said it's at the Nigerian High Commission, correct?
Yes.
All right. So talk to me now. Which one you want me to try first? Because I'm trying everything, you know.
You can try the yam porridge.
Let's try the yam porridge.
When you finish the yam porridge, and now dish out the soup so you can taste this one.
All right, so I'm just going to have just a little taste over here because Yendi, I don't like how you're eyeing me over there.
I mean, I'm wondering what's happening. Hello.
I love it.
Yummy.
I love it. I love it. I'm ready for more.
Okay.
We'll do it.
All right.
I want to try this now. Because I see this, you know, we always see this on TV, you know. So you eat it with your hands.
Yeah.
You break a piece.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know if there's water, we can wash our hands and eat it with our hand. But if there's no water, we can use the fork. All
right, let me use the fork because, you know, I don't want to wait for the water. The water is coming, but, you know, I love this.
That smells so good. Oh my gosh, that smells good.
And it's so well, you know what I love about it? It's so well flavored, seasoned. It's so, oh my gosh. So this is why I understand why you said there's so much similarity between us, because it does have a familiar, it's new, but it's a familiar feel and a familiar thing. Is you cook it? You,
yes, my sister cooked that.
Sister?
Yes. I cooked the...
Me and you need to be friends, you see? Yendi.
This is not right.
Yendi.
This is not right.
Yendi.
I don't know what this is. You carry, I don't understand this. No.
Yendi, you have to.
On which planet is this acceptable? Let's go for it.
Oh my gosh. Try the soup, Yendi. The soup is so good.
Soup is good too? I'll just try both.
Right? And this is so flavorful.
Just swallow it. That one, you swallow. Don't chew.
Swallow it. Feel the taste of the
He said, don't chew this, just swallow it.
Just swallow. If you chew it, you will not get the correct
wash
taste.
our hand and use the hand to mold it and then swallow it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes.
And it's familiar. That's
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I love it. I love it. And what I love is that we are bringing our people together. We are so similar, but yet because of distance, we're so far away and we know so little about each other. So I'm so grateful for this event and for the opportunity to share in things like this and get to know each other better and get to meet each other more. And we look forward to that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Really looking forward to it. So Yende, I hand over to you.
You sure you should do that?
I'm doing it because I want to come more of this.
This is fantastic. I mean, heaven, at this point, just take over the show. Somebody. Okay, you know. That's the New Yam Festival happening this Saturday at the Nigerian High Commission. Be sure to head on out and immerse yourself in the culture. Plus, trust me, it is fantastic. The food, it is fantastic. There's also a ton more happening on Sunrise right after this.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7:15 a.m.
That's it, we're closed. I am so sorry, we only have 3 parties left.
It's a Jamaican thing but full of flavor. Hey. We set the trend style major. Juicy party, happy savor. You know the party nice when we do the juicy party bones. Party bones, party bones, watch your bones. Hot party, watch your steam. Juicy party bones, party bones, party bones, watch your bones. Juicy party, ready for we go. From food I keep in our party. Juicy party, have something for everybody. So party for nice. Party bones, watch your bones. Hot party, watch your steam. Juicy party bones. Grab your family and do the juicy party bones. Sunshine snacks, cheese post. Grab a sunshine, double cheese post. We a crunch on a cheese post. Daddy little pig, double cheese cheese puffs. Sunshine snacks cheese puffs. Grab a sunshine snack cheese puffs. Stuff cheese in every bite. Flavor in every crunch. Extra cheesy, me love it so much. Love cheese in every bite. Grab a sunshine, grab a cheese puffs. We a crunch on a cheese puffs. Daddy little pick, grab a cheese puffs. Sunshine snacks cheese puffs. Flavor in every crunch. Grab a sunshine snacks cheese puffs today. Enough cheese, enough flavor.
Marcia Griffiths culminates her diamond anniversary in reggae music, 60 years and counting. Sunday, November 3 at Hope Gardens with Marcia Griffiths and friends. A massive musical showcase featuring Jamaica's greatest artists on one stage. Marcia herself, Shaggy, Busy Signal, Tassan Chino, Lane, Tanya Stevens, Nadine Sutherland, Cuddy Ranks, Rash Shiloh, Brick and Lace, Tony Gregory, and more. Courtesy of Appleton Estate, KFC, Water, Coca-Cola, HIC, Kendall, and Ranch Entertainment. Tickets available at marciagriffiths.com and cabtix.com. Marcia Griffiths and Friends, an iconic reggae moment you can't miss.
Employers and householders, access the Hart NSTA Trust Skills Registry today to employ trained and certified skilled professionals. The time by Hart is
7:30. A mammogram can shape your motherhood. The Jamaica Cancer Society, helping women now. Visit the website at jcs.live. Early detection saves lives.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Look here, miss. Don't take me back coffee show here. You want to go on, Jasper?
Good day, my dear. That's what I want. My son caught and crashed and dead 2 weeks ago. And I don't know where to turn or what to do. In fact, him don't have no wife or no kids. I don't know what to do.
Sorry for your Jasper. But go down to the Administrator General's department. They will help you with funeral expense advance so you can bury him. I mean, no, him have a little money put aside.
Yes.
But guess what? You have to get yourself a lawyer because they only deal with matters involving children under the age of 18. And Carlton never have none.
They not deal with that part then, none at all?
No, you have to get yourself a lawyer. But don't worry yourself. Just get your things them together and go down there.
And they will help?
Yes, they will help.
Thank you very much, my dear.
Alright, Ambassador, my God. You go on.
Welcome back, Sunrisers. The Administrator General's Department is known as the deadlift office. Thus, persons are often of the belief that all deaths should be reported to them. This week, the AGD seeks to bring about clarity as to what happens when minors are not involved in these matters and what role the AGD is required to play. So welcome back. I feel like I'm a member of the family. The Administrator General and CEO at the Administrator General Department, Stacey and Carty. Welcome back, Stacey.
Thank you.
Morning.
Morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, so let's kick things off and, just talk to us about what happens when someone passes and there's no minor to pass, anything on to or leave anything to. What's that process like?
Right. So as we said a couple weeks ago, the problem that we're having is that most people in Jamaica die without a will. So by virtue of sheer volume, although we legally can, capacity, we can't do every estate. And so if there's no minor involved or nobody who is vulnerable, we will tell you, okay, we'll give you what you call a certificate of the Administrator General that you can go ahead and apply to the courts using your private attorney to get your grant so that you can go ahead without any reference to us.
Are there any exceptions to that rule where there aren't any minors involved?
So if it is that there is a vulnerable person, the court may order that let the Administrator General do it. Think about someone who has children who are adults, but they are incapacitated.
Right.
Say they have cerebral palsy, so they don't have the mental capacity to take care of themselves. The court may say, Administrator General, you are best appointed to do that, or the person's family might ask us to do it. Fine, we will make a consideration. Is it something that we should do to take care of the vulnerable? Because that's our focus, and we will. But many people die on a day-to-day basis. As you saw in the video, his son died in a motorbike accident. You need to hurry and get an attorney because you may be able to bring a suit against the person who caused the accident to get some funds, which we would do if he had a child under 18, but he doesn't. So he would choose any attorney of his choice, anyone, doesn't matter, up to him, and the attorney would apply to us to say, listen, this person has died, they don't have a will, they don't have anybody under 18 that's dependent on them, no peculiar circumstances, give us a certificate. And it is truly a certificate, signed and sealed, that says we have looked at it, we have investigated, and you go ahead. Go to the courts without us.
What's the process for applying for this certificate?
So the form of particulars is the first thing that initiates everything with our office. We've spoken about it before. Yeah. So it details everything about the person's life, and that is going to show us what is the age of his dependents or her dependents, so that we can say, oh, is there a minor involved? If there is no minor involved, we also ask you for proof of the person who is applying to show that they're related to the deceased. So you come in and you say, oh, it's my husband that died and there are no minor children. We're going to say, okay, give us this marriage certificate, give us this spousal order if you're a common law spouse. If you're saying it's my father that died and there are no minor beneficiaries, you say it's your father, let's see your birth certificate. So we have to see that the person really is entitled to apply, and once that is there, we have proof of death of the person who you're claiming has died, then we can give you the certificate. It's a small fee of $2,000.
You mentioned that we need the certificate rather. You mentioned the fee associated. How long is the turnaround time to receive the certificate?
So if it is that all the documents that are required come in, it is something that could take you less than 2 weeks. But what we find oftentimes is that persons will just say, oh, may I have a certificate? But they haven't sent a death certificate. They haven't sent the supporting documents. So once all the documents are there, then we can issue.
Stacey, somebody watching this and say, listen, I don't really understand how this thing go and the whole heap of paper and whatever, you know. Why should I have this certificate? What it actually do? What it going to give me? What is the benefit of this certificate? What would you say to that person?
So the court rules, the Supreme Court rules state that if it is that somebody has died without a will, you need to get a certificate from the Administrator General to say that they're not administering the estate, and you can go ahead. So once you have that, you'd have complied with what the Supreme Court requires, and then you go directly to the Supreme Court, as I said, without any further reference to us.
You know, I'm going to state the obvious, which kind of makes things operate a bit more seamlessly, perhaps, for your office. This is the one inevitable once your eyes open, right? Death is the one inevitable. Absolutely. We really need to get our affairs in order, don't we?
We do, and I'm glad you spoke about it. Estate planning is something that everybody should have a discussion about. Yeah. It's healthy to have this kind of discussion. It's necessary. We talk about when we win the lotto, all these things may never happen, but for sure, if or when, it's not if, it's when and how. And so let's talk about it. So you have your assets, you have your children. If you have a life insurance policy, name a beneficiary, name a trustee. If you have a house, if you have land, own it jointly with the person that you want to give it to. There are so many tools that you can use, or make the will, that we don't end up in a situation where you die and everyone is left trying to figure out what to do, how do we cope, how do we manage, how the bill's going to get paid. We can't get the money out of the bank account because your name is the only name on the account. Those are things that we need to discuss now to lessen the load at our office, of course, but most importantly, to take care of your loved ones. Look at it less about calling down death on yourself, because that's what people will say. I'm not calling down death on myself.
If I plan it, it will happen. Type of thing.
I will let you know, I actually did my first will at 17, which by law was not valid because you need to be 18.
I was going to say, wait up now, hold on.
And look at me now. 2 decades later, I'm still here. So you don't die because you make a will.
Right.
You know, it's something that we need to talk about, need to do, and look at it as building generational wealth, passing your legacy on to your children. Why do they have to sit down and figure out how we're going to do this, how we're going to pay the bills? All the assets are in daddy's name or mommy's name and they're gone. How are we going to, you know? So think about it as giving them a stepping stone.
Well, in absence of that, because so many people don't have estate planning, you know, that happens. Jamaica especially can sometimes be riddled with some complications when it comes to death. So let's say, take the example in the video. This son died suddenly, bike accident. You have divorced parents, for example, who are contentious, or siblings who don't get along. And both of them want to apply for this certificate, or both of them think, you know, they should run and do it quickly so that the other person doesn't get to do it, you know. How is that handled in a
That's situation? That's a great like question. So there, without getting too legal, because it can get complicated, but there are rules as to who can apply and who is in order or priority
There's a
of who.
hierarchy.
So there is a hierarchy.
It's not a first to apply, first
not
serve,
necessarily. So if there's a spouse, that's the hierarchy. That person is first in line.
Okay.
Children are all on the same level. So when you're on the same level with someone and you're applying, if it is that you're not doing it together, you have to serve them a notice either via registered mail or the newspaper. So it's not just that he said, I'm going to beat Yendi to it and I'm going to do it first. You still have to notify her, and we have to have proof of that. So either the registered slip, or if you did it in the newspaper, you have to get we call it a tear sheet, so cut out the page and let us see the date and everything it was posted. So you should read the newspaper. There are lots of legal notices in the newspaper. So yes, there are safeguards in the system because we know the nature of human beings, you know. There's nothing new about deadlift, and there's nothing new about human behavior and fighting over assets and greed. So,
but what may be new is a seamless way in which we can get these things solved thanks to the work of the AGD.
Correct.
Love that. Love that. I like that we're shedding so much light on this matter, because it's riddled in so much confusion sometimes, because you don't think about it until you're in the situation.
Correct.
And in the situation is when you shouldn't be thinking, because you're grieving, you're contemplating, you have to pack, you have to, you know, all sorts of things. So
which is what I think I like the most about this segment. I love that it is planning and getting things in place for the one inevitable.
Exactly, exactly. So thanks so much, Stacey.
And thanks for having us.
See you morning.
I'm officially an employee.
Our guest has been Stacey and Carty, Administrator General and CEO at the Administrator General Department. So listen, there's more Sunrise after this break, and don't go anywhere.
Not aware.
Not going away. We'll be back.
Not a place.
Hi, I am Antonio Johnson and I am a JPS engineering intern. I'm a past student of Kingston College and a recent graduate of the University of Technology Jamaica. That was me back in 2022. Today, I'm a full-time employee at JPS working as a network planning engineer. I do a lot of planning around upgrading and maintaining the network that you are benefiting from right now. JPS is a great place to develop professionally. Thank you, Salita, and thank you, JPS, for giving me a chance to shine.
JPS, powering the youth, powering what matters. Oreo and Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited editions while they last.
Steve knows style.
That jacket! When was you in the Temptations? You are my alter ego.
And Steve gives in to his own temptation. Family Feud.
Brought to you by We Are the Caring Store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
Hi everyone, my name is Kurt Dunn.
Greetings from Kali's Kelly Yoga.
Hey, it's Travel Morrison, and I am your National Physical Activity Specialist. And it's time to make a move.
Jamaica, let's get moving again. Season 2 of the Ministry of Health and Wellness Jamaica Move series is here. Join us Wednesdays at 5 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. right here on CVM TV. Let's get moving.
Make a move now.
Fan Central Pitside, brought to you by Edgechem, AIM Financial Corporation, Texaco, and Connex.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Marcia Griffiths culminates her diamond anniversary in reggae music, 60 years and counting. Sunday, November 3 at Hope Gardens with Marcia Griffiths and friends. A massive musical showcase featuring Jamaica's greatest artists all on one stage, courtesy of Appleton Estate, KFC, Water, Coca-Cola, HIC, Kendall, and Ranch Entertainment. Tickets available at marciagriffiths.com and caribtix.com. Marcia Griffiths and friends, an iconic reggae moment you can't miss.
Hey there, thanks so much for sticking with us. So now, in this episode of Destination Tuesday, we're exploring heavenly places on earth, showcasing the most breathtaking venues in the world that can be, whether, maybe a wedding destination or just a relaxing getaway. So Tashika McCain joins us to highlight some of the most breathtaking and unreal locations. And, we're going to talk a bit about what could be on your bucket list, maybe for this Christmas or even next summer if you're a planner, like some of us. Morning, Tashika.
Good morning.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you again,
So both of you represent the travelers. Kind of know, say, Yendi is never here, and Tashika is the expert. I am representing for those of us that it's on the wish list, but we're not there yet, all right? So we have the locals. I'm representing the locals, all right?
Too funny. But this is such a hard list to narrow down because there are so many destinations that one can think of. What made you choose these as your pick?
Well, for me, so I love something that's a wow factor, right? So you go to somewhere and like, wow, you don't see that every day, right? So sometimes it's about being heaven on earth, basically, right? So that feeling it gives you like, oh my God, this is so unbelievable, right? You take a picture of it and you're like, no, you have to see this in person. You can take a picture, right? You can take a picture and you're like, yo, is this even real? Does this really exist? So you're like, God did this thing with this place, So that's how I really choose my bucket list destination. Like, oh yes, this is one of the spots that that person will really love.
All right.
But you don't know what you don't know. So how do you even choose the places? Like, how do you know to say, let me look up X place or let me feature Y place? You just go and type in new places. That's pretty like.
Well, as you say, so for instance, you're on the travel side of things, right? So TikTok or Instagram kind of really do that work for you, right? So you start, so you start to see more and more places popping up, and you're like, oh, this is beautiful, right? And you go, you do your research, and then you find more and more places, in that same country, and you're like, oh, I didn't know about this place, or you see a random video, Right, I'm like, okay, I could add this to my list, you know.
Well, let's talk about the list. What we have first up?
So first up, I have, you know, right from home, I have the Blue and John Crow Mountain, you know, for nature lovers, right, person that love to hike, and I mean, it's owned for coffee, right, which is one of the best in the world, right. So you can do a coffee tour, you know, you can have a breakfast or a cup of coffee in the Blue Mountain, right?
And enjoy the on the screen, and
here,
I can smell the air.
Yes.
You already feel at peace.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Away from the hustle and bustle. You know?
Exactly.
Next up, we had what? The Maldives. Why the Maldives?
So, I mean, if you're a lover, right? So, you know, it's a honeymoon place, right? So, I mean, the water is crystal clear. The turquoise water, right, took me away. You know, you can relax on the overwater bungalows, right? You know, with your lover. I mean, saying, you know, I'm not saying it's not for single people, right? But I mean, if you're a single adventurer, you know, you can do some scuba diving, you can see the marine life, you know, the beautiful fish, or swim with the manta rays, whatever is up your alley.
Where's the Maldives again? It's over in the close to Bora Bora side.
Right, but that is called Polynesia.
Polynesia.
There you go.
Okay, what was next?
You have Niagara Falls in Canada.
Yes, one of the world's beautiful falls. Right? It is so powerful, right? So, you know, on the border of Canada and New York, right? You know, so, you know, it's made up of 3 falls, right? So it's the Bridal Veil Falls, the America Falls, right, and what also called the Canada Falls, right, and the Horseshoe Bay Falls, right. So it's that powerful waterfall coming together, right, and you know, you can go for a boat tour, or you can zip line across the falls. So imagine the falls.
I would love to do that. Yes. I would love to do that.
So it's very magical.
And staying in Canada, you also have the Banff National Park. Why?
That one is beautiful. So I actually watched that in a movie. And I'm like, wait, this place exists. Right. And I went and did my research, right? So, you know, you can do hiking, you can do canoeing. You can also stay there, right? Because there's resorts in the area, right? So you can do camping, you know, you can stay over with your friends and enjoy the beautiful Emerald Lake, right? So just imagine seeing that view in front of you every day.
This one is big on my bucket list. I'm pretty sure I will check this off my bucket list next year. Like
I believe you. I mean, it's way easier for us to really get there,
exactly.
Right?
So this one is Zimbabwe and Zambia. This is Victoria Falls. This
life
is
on the edge.
Listen, when I say high up on my bucket list,
you have to go.
Oh, I'm doing it next year. No question.
I love that.
I've seen a lot of Jamaicans do it, right? A lot of artists do it too, right? I remember Spice going there, right? I'm like, why are these people on the edge? One wrong move and you're like down.
But you have to go in after rainy season.
When it's heavy.
Yeah, so you can't go now this time of year because it's dry season there, you know. So there's still a falls.
So the rain normally happen in the summertime, right? So when you go to, you know, but if you're going to swim in the Devil's Pool or you're going for the safari, you know, you have to go after.
I remember their summer is winter.
Right. So it's very powerful because it's one of the world's largest waterfall, right? So, you know, going on the edge and looking over. Be careful, Lloyd. Be careful.
I will. My parents need me.
Bring two camera. But, you know, as Jamaicans, the Alps in Switzerland. How about that? That's different.
I remember growing up hearing about that one.
Very different.
And imagine being so large that you're in 8 countries, right? And it's one of Europe's beautiful gems.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yo, is that even real? Like, it's just so beautiful on pictures. Can you imagine in person?
Yeah.
Like, that's definitely high up on my bucket list. So.
Like, call me when you go in there, so I might come with you.
Where I want to go is Iceland.
Oh, that's 2 of us. Should we go together?
Let's do it.
Okay. But we have to go during Northern Lights.
Can we also do it on you?
Oh, yes, trip on you.
This conversation.
Trip on Andy.
Off camera.
Let's do it.
I'm away with a flat ticket. Come, girl, make a go through your budget.
I need carton. Money master, come and teach me. But Iceland, I see pictures. It's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh!
It's
look at that! Look at that!
Look at what's on the screen.
Honestly, that's like fairy tale storybook.
I recently saw a creator went there, right? And I'm like, yo, this place is amazing, from the volcanoes to the hot springs, you know. And the Northern Lights, like, is that even real?
Honestly, and they have a Blue Lagoon too.
Yeah.
Yes, they have a lot of Blue Lagoon.
It's fantastic.
I have to go. It's too pretty to not go.
You know, this is a good time of year to go, you know.
Is it? You hear Yendi?
What do you look at that?
I could talk. What's next? I don't see a lot of people talking about this next one. Bolivia.
So, the South
America in general.
The largest in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, depending.
Stunning.
So they say during the dry season, it normally changes color.
Yeah.
Right? From lilac to pink. Right?
Let me just explain to our viewers that what you're looking at here is not just a sky. You're actually looking at the reflection of the sky on the salt.
Oh,
that's beautiful. That's definitely giving heaven on earth.
Honestly.
Yes.
Honestly.
So Tashika, we can win a prize to go to one of these. But come talk to me now. What's happening?
Trip on Yendi.
Trip on Yendi?
Yes.
Everyone, trip on Yendi. Just go to our social spaces, type in #trip on Yendi. Yendi will personally get back to you and tell you how to collect your money for your trip. Right?
Further jokes. I want to know so the betting, gaming and lotteries commission is gonna call TK because this is illegal.
No, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing some light to some of these places. And we really do hope that more and more Jamaicans travel to the world and get these new experiences. Our guest has been Tashika McCain, travel content creator. We'll hit the home stretch when we return.
September 7 to December 14 on CVM TV.
Schoolboy Football, brought to you by Edgechem, AIM Financial Services, Texaco, and Connix.
Marcia Griffiths culminates her diamond anniversary in reggae music. 60 years and counting. Sunday, November 3 at Hope Gardens with Marcia Griffiths and friends. A massive musical showcase featuring Jamaica's greatest artists on one stage. Marcia herself, Shaggy, Busy Signal, Tassan Chin, Elaine, Tanya Stevens, Nadine Sutherland, Cuddy Ranks, Rash Shiloh, Brick and Lace, Tony Gregory, and more. Courtesy of Appleton Estate, KFC, Water, Coca-Cola, HIC, Kendall, and Ranch Entertainment. Tickets available at marciagriffiths.com and cabtix.com. Marcia Griffiths and Friends, an iconic reggae moment you can't miss.
But Teeks, you know, Sam is a girl of action and not a bag of mouth. So really, where are we going and when are we going?
Yendi.
TK.
Yendi.
TK.
I have a session with Carlton in Money Masterclass first.
TK.
He's going to tell me how to properly, because you don't just jump and take trips. You see, Yendi?
Right.
You have to do it in a financially responsible manner.
Right.
And so now that we have this plan, I'm going to go back to the budget. You hear, Carlton? You see what I'm doing there?
Let me tell
I'm
you.
going to go back to the budget. I'm going to pencil you in, you know.
Let me help you out. Next year, this time, you have one whole year.
You see, then let's do it. I want to go Iceland, though. But you're going to go before me. You want to go again?
Sure. Who told you I won't wait on you? I'll wait on you.
You'll wait on me?
Of course.
Will you wait for me? Really? Listen to me now.
Hey, that was like a whole Frozen animation cartoon moment.
I'm in theater, people. I'm in theater. But it was so good doing the show with you.
It's always good to be with you, TK.
I'm looking forward to, I'm going to check out the festival over the weekend at the Nigerian
Are you?
High Commission. No, when I tasted that food,
Can you bring me a plate so that when I'm done pitchy patchy I can eat a plate?
Let's do it.
Because I open on Saturday.
You open on Saturday.
I open on
This
Saturday.
I thought it was next Saturday.
It
Break
is.
a leg. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be great.
It's gonna be fantastic. But also back to the plate. Are you gonna bring the plate or
We'll
what?
talk about it.
Okay, great.
You know,
Like we'll talk
if
about the trip.
I can hold it together.
All right, that's our wrap up of things today, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed out on anything or you just want to rewatch your favorite segments, which would include TK eating, we've got you covered on our YouTube channel at CVM TV. And for all the fun stuff in between and all the behind the scenes action as well, we're on Instagram at Sunrise CVM and at CVM_television.
Team Tamighty takes over tomorrow for your midweek.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Or is it?
It's supposed to be. But will it be? Because you know we have to switch it up and do the thing. You know it, go man. All right, so our midweek fiesta, you know, will be happening. But until next time, be kind, be safe, be wonderful. Have a great, great Tuesday. Thanks for being with us.